So I started with the capsules and I slowly progressed into extracts. My wife noticed a huge difference in my behavior, my motivation just for the gym, the way that I was eating. It slowly went downhill. It just got to the point where I was going to the shop every day, and honestly that was embarrassing for me because my kids would be with me and just I would go in and they would be sitting in the car with my wife, and it just made me feel really, really crappy. And the people at the shop would, oh, you don't have a problem, it's not addictive. That's another huge thing, is that the shops don't give information about what it actually does, how dangerous it is. And you have all these people online who say, oh, you're just abusing it. It doesn't matter. If it can be abused, it needs to be regulated. I'm not saying that Neutrogena doesn't have medicinal purposes, because it does. It definitely helped me with my back pain a ton. Well, years went by, and finally my wife put her foot down and just told me, like, hey, you have a problem, you need to quit. And I'm tired of when you not having it, you're always in a bad mood, you're always angry. So I tried quitting so many times. I can't tell you how many times I tried quitting. But the problem is like, when I would say I would quit, I would go back to it in secret. I would lie to my wife's face and just be like, oh, I didn't take any K. This went on for years, and I just feel like shops need to be held accountable. They need to give information, like real information about what it can do if it's going to continue being sold, to the public the way that it is. And my life just fell apart. If you want to know more or hear more, like, share. If you have a loved one who is using it, please warn them. It's not a pre-workout. It is not some botanical supplement. It's dangerous. And, it almost unalived me so many times. That's all there is to it. I just wish that the last 5 years of my life weren't a blur. I look back at photos of my children, and I can't remember, when my son was born. Luckily, I was sober for my daughter. And yeah, if you're struggling, please reach out to somebody.